The Cosmic Destroyer. Our frigate has safely arrived at the chosen planet. Their technology is primitive, and thus they failed to detect us entering the atmosphere. We are currently cloaked above their planet, known locally as Earth. We will begin the search on the 7th of July, 1909, Earth time. The search was a success. The scout ship found and abducted the perfect specimens for the task. 2 human beings, middle-aged, 1 female, 1 male. The male was more resilient and protected the female. We assume they are mates. We will introduce them to the prince once they have calmed down from their ordeal. It seems the female subject and the infant prince have developed a bond. We placed the subject in the prince's quarters to see how they would react to each other. It was the male who first noticed the prince, sleeping soundly in his cot. The male told the female, referring to her as Maria, who seemed to be amazed at the young prince. After a while of studying him, the prince awoke to the face of the female subject. They stared at each other for a while until the female stroked the prince's face. The prince gurgled happily and held the female's hand. The male seemed uneasy about developing a bond, but the female was reassured, referring to the male as George. The male was soon won over, and the subject began taking care of the infant prince. After about 300 takes, the subjects were removed and taken back to their cells. We are assured that they will raise the prince well. We have had no need to report on the welfare of the prince and the subjects for a while now, due to his raising seemingly going smoothly. But it seems things were not going as well as we had hoped. First of all, the male subject has escaped. We are as of now unsure where he escaped and where he went, though we have a fairly good idea he attempted to return to Earth. The Mook are looking into this case. Secondly, the prince's upbringing has been deemed a failure. The male and the female subjects appeared to have been raising him as their own, and not as an outsider. Due to this, he has developed an emotion we thought we had long been rid of. Care. The female subject was too kind to him. We heard her singing some sort of lullaby to the prince to get him to calm down and to get him to sleep. Contact between the prince and the female has been broken. We will most likely never have a need for her again. Thirdly, the prince seems to have learned the language of the English subjects. Human language. We have forbid him from ever speaking in their tongue. We have, however, learned some useful information from the female subject. Due to her teachings of English to the prince, they were able to form some kind of communication. The prince told the female subject about his sleep terrors. He claimed he could see a swirling vortex of red. In the center of this vortex, there appeared to be 4 beings. He claims they are human, though the subject may have clouded his vision with their humanization. The 4 shapes, he claims, are robotic in shape, which contradicts the shapes possibly being human. However, he swears that 3 sound like males, 1 female. The female sounds like she is praying, while a repeated phrase from the males appear to be PSI, sigh, followed by some other unidentified phrase. More information is needed from the prince, as sigh is a phrase commonly used by our armies when unleashing their psychic attacks. We have made a breakthrough in the disappearance of the male subject and the prince's sleep terrors. It appears that, without our permission, the male subject was studying our psychic powers. The female subject claims she knew nothing of our powers, or her mate studying them. We do not trust her at all anymore, but if she can aid us in the prince's sleep terrors, we may pardon her and allow her to return back to Earth. On the subject of the sleep terrors, we have identified the beings in the dream. 2 are of no significance. However, the female and male appear to be highly skilled in psychic powers, similar to the adolescents of our race. We believe them to be descendants of the escaped male subject, though confirmations are few and far between. After some research into the sleep terror, we have a theory. Many races came to the birth of the prince. Many left gifts. Some we are still unsure of what exactly they are, but it could be possibly that one of the races left the Apple of Enlightenment as a gift. The apple, it is rumored, has the ability for its user to see into the future. It is possible that the prince is witnessing an assault on the Earth by his future self. At the moment, this theory is simply speculation. As with the Red Vortex, we doubt we will discover what it is. Another dimension? Possibly. The prince is still being questioned. The theory was correct. Impossibly. We have located the Apple of Enlightenment. It was hidden in one of the prince's favorite playthings. Strangely, it looks nothing like the apple, the fruit found on Earth. It is more of a sphere with a strange light inside. It has been confiscated, and there is an as of yet unofficial experiment being conducted on it. The Apple of Enlightenment has been an asset during the research going into it. During the experiments, we have been able to predict what events will occur, when, and where. Because of the Apple's power, no one other than the Discovery team and the Experiment team will know of its existence, bar some exceptions. The prince's therapy is going well. He has lost feeling for the subjects, and he seems to have lost the ability to speak in human tongue. The female subject will be disposed of quietly. She has outlived her usefulness. The day has finally arrived. The prince has come far since he was a youngling. The therapy and strict training mostly helped. I'm sure the king and the queen would be proud of him. Today the prince will begin his assault on Earth. It has been a while since we ever spoke of Earth, and humans around him in case something resurfaced. He now has a feeling of hatred towards all other inferior species, but mainly humans. Soon they will be no more. The prince has decided to take his best army of starmen with him, to eradicate the human scum. Today is the day every universe will remember. The day that Prince Giygas, the cosmic destroyer, took out his first planet, Earth, and all its inhabitants. Hail Prince Giygas.
The prince has come far since when he was a youngling. The therapy and strict training mostly helped. I'm sure the king and queen would be proud of him. Today the prince will begin his assault on Earth. It has been a while since we ever spoke of Earth and humans around him, in case something resurfaced. He now has a feeling of hatred towards all other inferior species, but mainly humans. Soon they will be no more. The prince has decided to take his best army of starmen with him to eradicate the human scum. Today is the day every universe will remember. The day that Prince Giygas, the cosmic destroyer, took out his first planet, Earth, and all its inhabitants. Hail Prince Giygas.